Hey YouTube, it's Mr. Noah 14, and today, man, I'm gonna do a review on the Weber SmokeFire EX6 wood fire pellet grill. Now, the reason why I'm doing a review is because I had ordered this, man, from Amazon, and after I started watching the reviews and everything, I canceled my order because this thing is insane. The issues that Weber is having with this SmokeFire pellet grill. Now, needless to say, this is Weber's first foray into pellet grills. But we all know Weber Grill, and the name of Weber Grill stands for quality. We know that if we have a Weber, we are going to get a device that evenly cooks our food and is going to cook our food to perfection. And just for them to put out this SmokeFire EX6, this is the model I was going to get. It is the 36-inch model. You know, you got that large cooking base, and this thing is having so many issues, okay? So let's just move down here for a bit, and I'm going to show you a few things here as we scroll down the Amazon web page so that you can get what is actually going on. Now, the thing about this grill was it's supposed to be easy to clean, okay, from ash and grease because of this drawer here. All the oil was supposed to come in here as well as the ash, okay, from the auger. Okay, then you have these flavorizing bars over here that these things were supposed to distribute the heat evenly. Okay, but this is also causing some of the grease fires as well as the issues that it's having because grease is falling on these vaporizing bars instead of immediately being burnt up into smoke. They're falling down to the bottom, you know, of the to the grease pit there, but not leaving and falling into the grease pit because of the auger basically is filling up the grease pits with ash. Okay, and I'll explain that more as we go on because this thing is like, it was supposed to be redesigned, and these redesigns were supposed to make it easier to fix by centralizing some of the parts in one spot. Supposed to have the easy clean ash and grease tray, you know, so you can never have to worry about cleaning it. You know, the large capacity hopper, which is over here where you're supposed to put your pellets, supposed to be 20 pounds. 20-pound pellets, pellet hopper. The problem with that is that it's not feeding the auger. Okay, the incline is not at an angle enough where the wood pellets don't slide down. So you're seeing all these people have all these issues, but there's a major issue. So we won't get to that major issue yet. Let's talk about, we know Weber, their quality. You know, we know that Weber products are built to last, okay? They got this nice LED read screen that's kind of hard to see in the light. If you've ever, if you own this type of grill or seen it, when sunlight reflects directly on it, you can't really read the screen, so that's something they're gonna have to do about that. The temperature range of this bad boy is from 200 to 600 degrees, and they say it can do that in a matter of minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. It can get up to 600 degrees. And another thing they're touting is the smart grilling app. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about this app, saying it's hard to install, it takes long to install, and sometimes you have to install it 3 or 4 times. And they say it's not a lot of features. You know, they put this grill out, but they said, okay, through updates it's going to get better, but you know, don't release something if it's not ready for prime time. That's my big deal. If it's not ready for prime time, don't release it. But this was the concept. You know, they bought out the June Oven people to come and develop this app and to make this SmokeFire pellet grill like the June Oven. If you didn't know about the June Oven, it was basically an oven that you can, a microwave oven that you have that pretty much cooks the food for you. Well, that's what they wanted this Weber pellet grill to be, like the thing, the oven, the microwave oven, but a grill. You know, it's gonna cook your food. You don't have to worry about it. But man, they're really having a hard time with this thing because there's a lot of things wrong with it. And I'm just going to show you something that should never ever happen. As we go down to the reviews, as you can see, this thing only gets 2.5 stars on Amazon. And I want to show you, look at this. That is a grease fire. Okay? Pellet grills are supposed to be low and slow. Put it in and forget about it. Come back 12 hours later. You know, you don't got to worry about anything. Your food is going to be cooked when it hits the temperature. You know, and me owning a pellet grill, because once you have a pellet grill, you'll probably never go back. I haven't gone back to charcoal because once you start cooking over wood, it's like no other flavor you can imagine. Okay, and this was supposed to have also the smoke settings, but a lot of people say the issue with this thing is that it never stops smoking. They said, we don't know why it has the smoke levels 1 to 10 because it never stops smoking. I mean, it's so many issues with this thing. As you can look, a grease fire. I mean, I would have put this thing together. I would have thought it was like any other. It was like my previous pellet grill where I could walk away from it. Probably would have burnt my house down with this thing. So I wanted to show you what this guy said about it. He said it had some issues, and this was his 5 issues here. You know, and you can go over to Amazon and read this. He said it's prone to grease fires. He said that's the #1 issue. And you cannot have a pellet grill or any grill that's prone to grease fires. 2, unevenly heat distribution. And he blames this on the firebox is not centered. You know, and you have to be precise when you're putting this thing together with the firebox. That's one of the big complaints that people are saying, is that it goes off to the right. The fire goes off to the right a little bit, and that calls for the right side to be heated more than the left side. And even with those flavorizing bars, you know, you're not getting that even effect. So what Weber is saying is that the issues are more human error, you know, than customer error. And I'm like, okay, but your unit shouldn't catch on fire. And the reason why that is, we're going to get a picture of, well, let's keep here. He says uneven heat distribution is #2. Okay, #3, bad temperature readings. The app is not working, and the thermometers they got in the unit aren't reading the temperature accurately. And it all goes down to the hopper. Okay, it might be reading the temperatures correctly, but what's happening is that because of the hopper is not at a big enough angle, the pellets aren't going through the auger and they're not getting lit up. So this thing has bad temperature readings. And one of the reasons is because of the hopper. It's not getting fed properly because the pellets are not flowing properly. Now it says also the app is terrible. You know, we know the app is going to get better because it's going to get better for the simple fact that through updates. But you shouldn't release it if it's not ready. I mean, take some time, Weber. I know y'all been developing this thing for 3 years, but if your product is not ready for prime time, don't release it. I mean, your app is the centerpiece to this whole unit. So it's integrated. It's the most important part. And if that app is not ready, don't release that product. And then again, he says #5 is basically the pellet hopper. And the level sensitivity is designed to give false readings, and basically just saying that the left side of the hopper has a much steeper slope than the left side. The right side has a much steeper slope than the left side. So them pellets are not falling like they should, like I explained earlier, to ignite in the hopper. Another problem is the not with the hopper, but with the fire thing here, the auger, and the pellets going into the fire pit. Let me get a better picture so that you can know there. This right here, this is the fire pit. And the pellets are coming down this little stream here. And I hope during the video you can see my little mouse pointer if it shows up here. but it's going down this little thing into this little hole here, and that's where it's getting lit. Lit the 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 pellets are getting lit, and they turn into a fire. But at the same time, the fan that causes the fire to get hotter is right in there too. So it's blowing ash. The ash that should be going down into the tray, it's blowing that ash all around. And these are like, it's like little oil holes for the oil to go down and stuff. Well, it can't go down because the ash is blocking it. Okay, so if the grease can't go down, that's flowing this way into the design of it here, where the hole is right on the side, then this is why you're getting grease fires from this unit. And it's always going to have grease fires because this is always going to get clogged. I mean, it's literally defeating the whole purpose. The design is literally defeating the whole purpose of the Weber grill. So it's basically got a fan that's blowing the ash all around, back onto your food, on the flavorizer bar, all over the place. And they're clogging the holes that are designed for the oil to go through. I mean, this was supposed to be designed so great that it was supposed to eliminate so many problems, and it's actually the design that's causing the problem. So let's look at this picture this guy here has. So you get a bigger picture here. As you can see, the ash slides down there, but if the fan is down there and blowing all the ash, this is where the oil trap hose is. Okay? And he has aluminum foil down here, something he probably shouldn't have down here. And so, but he's trying to keep it clean. A normal grill wouldn't bother, but right here is where the slits are supposed to be for the oil to go to. So they just trail down here and go into here, but they're covered up. So that's a better look on why the design is faulty there. Let's look at the hopper here. As you can see, this is not at an angle, and you can see that the pellets are not going into the hopper to feed, the hopper and to feed the igniter. It's not going there. So, wow, this is just amazing at the design of this thing. It's awful. It was supposed to be something redesigned, and I mean, this is the picture of it all right here. I would play the video, but I don't want any copyright issues here. But I just paused it right there so you can literally see the fire that is happening here. And some of that issue might be caused because he has that aluminum foil down there too. But I've seen pictures where people didn't have the aluminum foil down and it was literally catching fire. Okay. Well, this is Mr. North 14. I hope you enjoyed my little walkthrough of some of the issues with the Weber grill. My advice to Weber is to immediately stop selling these units. You have a great name and a great reputation. Don't ruin it because you are not taking this seriously. You can't tell people it's user error and all this when everyone is getting the same issues. You have people out there spraying silicone, on the hopper so that the pellets could slide down quicker, and it's not working. You had a guy who literally built a wooden wedge to put inside of the grill so that it would have a higher angle so that the pellets would flow properly. I mean, all these people are doing these makeshift things, and Weber is telling them to put tape here and tape there. I mean, fix your product. Stop telling your customers how they should fix your product when you should stop selling these things. Get that product back in the shop, find out what the issues are, and fix them. People will love you more for that. They'll buy the grill if they know you took that step to do the right thing instead of saying it's user error. My thing would be to stop selling them, please, Weber. As an Illinoisan to an Illinoisan, stop selling this crap to people. Stop ruining your name. Find out what's wrong with these units and be able to tell people what's exactly wrong and how to fix it. And, just recall it. Just recall it. Do what Microsoft did. Whenever I think about a product, I tell people, remember what Microsoft did. Okay, Microsoft recalled the unit. They told everybody we're going from a 3-year warranty to a 7 to 10-year warranty. So if your unit ever, if your Xbox 360 ever breaks, you send it in to us and we'll fix it. It was $1 billion. They spent $1 billion on repairing the red ring of death from the Xbox 360. And the Xbox 360 was the #1 console at that time, even though almost every player was experiencing the red ring of death. Take it from Microsoft. You built an inferior product. You sent that product out to the masses. Do not send more out so people can write more bad reviews and ruin the reputation that you have built years to acquire. Weber, just listen to me, recall the unit, fix it, and then the people will purchase it because they will know it's Weber and Weber quality. This is Mr. North 14. Hope you liked my little review on the Weber grill and its issues. Peace out.